All-out battle. Modified drones. Ukrainian troops drop bombs on Russian tanks and the troops in them. Vladimir Putin's military resources have suffered another devastating strike after video captured a startling Ukrainian drone attack. President Putin's military forces have been rapidly depleted by Ukrainian troops operating remote drone attack systems. Video footage from Ukraine captured a startling explosion as a Russian tank erupting into a catastrophic storm of flames. Prior to the strike, the Russian Z symbol of support for the invasion of Ukraine can be seen painted brazenly across the front of the military vehicle. With intelligence reports suggesting Russia is already struggling to adequately supply invading forces, drone technology afforded to the Ukrainian military is set to further pummel the Kremlin's army. The system used in the attack has been identified as an unmanned combat aerial vehicle, more commonly referred to as a combat drone. The UK Ministry of Defence has recognized the effectiveness of such weapons in the defensive efforts, and the government has pledged to bolster Ukraine's military by supplying further drone systems. A statement from the Ministry of Defence said, "The UK will supply scores of artillery guns, hundreds of drones and hundreds more anti-tank weapons to Ukraine in the coming weeks." Defense Secretary Ben Wallace added, "The scale and range of equipment we are providing demonstrates the strength of our resolve." Following the success of Ukrainian drone attacks, the Kremlin has struggled to fulfill the demand for advanced military equipment on the front line. A government intelligence statement read, "Russia is unlikely to be capable of fulfilling some export orders for armored fighting vehicles because of the exceptional demand for vehicles in Russia's own forces in Ukraine and the increasing effect of Western sanctions." The statement added, "Russia's military-industrial capacity is now under significant strain, and the credibility of many of its weapon systems has been undermined by their associations with Russian forces' poor performance in the war." Russia has suffered the confirmed loss of over 5,000 pieces of advanced military equipment since the conflict began in February. The true statistics are likely to be far higher, as the data only includes reported equipment losses that can be evidenced with photo or video proof. Considering tanks alone, President Putin's military has lost close to 1,000 vehicles, leaving the invading troops drastically under-equipped. In an analysis of recent Russian military activity in Ukraine, the Ministry of Defense said, "Russia has not been able to generate capable combat infantry in sufficient numbers to secure more substantial advances." Echoing Britain's military aid plan, global allies of Ukraine have pushed to supply more drone systems as the technology has proved highly effective on the battlefield. The U.S. has committed to delivering approximately 700 Phoenix Ghost drones for use among Ukraine's defending military forces. In the coming weeks, the UK is expected to announce a further package of military aid, including hundreds more sophisticated drone systems, in line with the support plan pledged by Boris Johnson in June. Meanwhile, in the 7th month of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, drone use is shaping the conflict. The war's front lines have remained fairly fixed for some time, making daily artillery exchanges the crux of the fighting. Both sides have utilized unmanned aerial vehicles to target their enemies. While each side holds stockpiles of armed military drones, both countries have turned to smaller, commercially made variants to supplement their war efforts. Ukraine primarily uses the Turkish-designed Bayraktar TB2, while Moscow has turned to the indigenously produced Orlan-10 drone. While drone use has remained a limited component of conventional conflict over the last decade, it is now evolving into a staple of armed warfare. The Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2 UAV has proven to be a critical player in Ukraine's defensive strategy targeting Moscow's troops. About the size of a small plane, the TB2 is equipped with cameras and is capable of being armed with laser-guided bombs. The drone has also been an instrumental asset on the information front of the war. As outlined in a previous 1945 piece, aerial videos depicting the drone targeting and taking out Russian assets have circulated all over social media, contributing to Kiev's propaganda efforts. Ukraine began acquiring the TB2 drones prior to the Kremlin's invasion, drawing Vladimir Putin's ire. Ankara has defended its drone exports to Ukraine by asserting the business dealings of private enterprises in its country do not coincide with official government positions. Turkey's foreign minister furthered this justification, saying that, if a country has purchased a weapon from us or another country, then that weapon cannot be labeled as Turkish or Russian or Ukrainian.